All right, so now our dough has doubled in size, and we're going to deflate the dough, and we're going to section it into pieces so that we can roll it out into our dinner rolls. Now, it's good to have a bench scraper, but if you don't have a bench scraper, that's fine. A butter knife will do the job as well. So we take it out of our bowl, we're going to fold it into itself and create a ball of dough. And then we're going to take our bench scraper or our butter knife, and we're going to cut the dough in half. All right, and then after you cut the dough in half, you're going to cut the halves in half. And then you're going to pretty much keep cutting until you have 8 equal pieces. And then you cut those 8 equal pieces in half, and that will give you your dinner rolls. Now, a thing to remember is when you section out all of your dough, all of your pieces are even, okay? So you might have to pinch some off from one and add it to another. Now, when you're shaping your dough, you want to make sure that your hand on top of the ball of dough is cupped in a C shape, and you want to just place it gently on top of the dough and roll it on top of your other hand, okay? So we press out our dough. And then we do it like we do our big piece of dough, fold it into itself, create a ball of dough, and put your top hand in a C shape. And don't forget to pinch the bottom, but put the top of your hand in a C shape and roll it gently on top of the dough. And make sure that your surface is flat and not slippery. So I use my hand. Now, when you put your balls of dough on your parchment lined baking sheet, make sure that they're not touching, because we need some evidence that they've doubled in size. When they're touching, that's when they double in size. Now, do not skip this step, because if you skip this step, your plastic wrap will stick to your dough, and then your rolls are not going to come out all pretty and round, okay? And when you place the plastic wrap on top of each other, you want to place the top one just on top of the other one, okay? And then you're going to have one big piece of plastic wrap, and boom. And now we wait. Now, while we wait, we want to preheat our oven to 375. And I like to place the rolls on top of the stove while it preheats. That way they get that extra warmth. And look at this. So soft. So amazing. And, you know, I would get into this cinnamon butter that I made, but that's a whole nother video. Don't forget to subscribe.